Alright, hello, welcome to today's live stream. We got 3 tornado warnings already active, 4 actually. 4 tornado warnings? Yes, 8. Oh, there's 2 here, that's why. Alright, how's it going? Hello, welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Can y'all hear me fine? Can everyone hear me fine? Testing, testing. Alex, are you able to hear me? Be able to hear me? Have a tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning and a flash flood warning for Wichita Falls and Henrietta, Texas. Yes, Texas. And we have another tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning for Ada, Oklahoma. As well as... Oh, you can hear me? Great. Alright. You think you had a tornado in Wichita minutes ago?
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Another tornado warning for Waldron, Arkansas. Excited for Storms Monday? Yeah. Monday's going to be pretty wild. We might even have our own chasers chasing during then. So we will see how that works out. Got some storm chasers on this Ada storm right here. There's actually a big, there's some chaser convergence happening over here. Let's see if we can get the radar. We have some chaser convergence on this Ada storm. Looks like they are going away from the storm, so it probably is not doing so well. Let's pop in and go to Taylor here. See how he's doing. Alright, that's just skies. Great. Let's see. It's also there. A bit raining, yep. But it looks like they're just going to head back here, and they probably might be trying to pick up these storms right here.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We have a updated tornado warning that's going to hit this back end of the storm for 21 minutes. Let's see, over here. Got a wall cloud, reported wall cloud by Heavener, Oklahoma. And we have some more storms with some severe thunderstorm watches up here in Kansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. So there's that too. If you have any questions about this system happening today,
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
We do have a funnel cloud reported near Archer City and Wichita Falls, mostly near Windthorst, Texas. Funnel cloud of a spotter reported. There's no chasers there, so we won't be able to see much. Trying to see if we can get traffic. No, there's no cameras over there, so we won't be able to see them for right now. So far, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the rotation on these storms here. Let's take a look at the. So there's some restored rotation on this Wichita Falls Henrietta tornado warning in Texas. Then we go swing over here to Ada, and it looks like the rotation is weakening, so the storm might not be tornado warned soon. The tornado warning ends in 5 minutes, so yeah. We have some more rotation on this Arkansas storm, so that's still going to be active for a little while. If you are just popping in, welcome in. We only have one viewer, but feel free to chat in the live chat, and I will be answering any of your questions and responding to your comments.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
How long have I been doing weather? About let's see, about 3/4 of a year. I started in September of 2025, and then I've been doing it ever since. A tornado reported near Archer City by storm. By local storm reports, and then there's a new severe thunderstorm warning for that area as well. Alright. Checking in on this Kansas storm over here, we have a wall cloud reported by Spotter Network reports. We have a storm chaser over here, and we have a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's grab the radar for this storm. Probably not with the velocity. There we go. We have a decent hail core formed in this storm. Let's take a look at see what this perspective is. Not really that good of a perspective. We do have a good hail core forming right over let's see, Pratt, Kansas. Storms in Oklahoma could go tornadic soon. They're moving southeast. Yep, we are. I mean, they're already tornadic, but they are starting to pick up, and we are covering it live. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning over here for Lenapaw and Blue Jacket, Oklahoma, as well as Sedan and Oak Valley, Oklahoma. It looks that there is decent storm, not too bad. We have a storm chaser east of us. Don't have footage from them yet, but let's try and see that. A lot of chasers are over here, so maybe we'll try and see something here. Okay, let's see. Got tornado warning for this area just expired, so we no longer have a tornado warning. But we do have a lot of chasers at this storm, potentially hitting this storm right below it, right here near Hickory. Got Brandon Kopic on this one, and a few other ones as well. But yep, you will see what the conditions are. So far, that looks it. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Duncan, Oklahoma, where there's a 1.5 inch hail observed hail in Oklahoma. Let's see here. Looks to be the only observed event. We have a flash flood warning, as I talked about earlier, in Texas. And we have this Arkansas tornado warning and this Texas tornado warning. Taking a look at the outlooks for today, we have a moderate risk of severe weather. Before we get back to that, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Comanche and Tatnums, Oklahoma, for that same storm that I just talked about earlier. Going back to the outlooks, we have the moderate risk of severe weather, where there is a 10% conditional intensity group 2, so where there is potential for, let's see here, there is potential for EF2 plus tornadoes, some EF2 plus, yep, so we do have some potential for some damaging tornadoes. And then we look at the wind. There is a 30% wind risk with no SIG value. We look at hail. There is a 45% hail risk with a conditional intensity group 2. So there is going to be large hail, about 2 to 4 inches in diameter. So we have some large damaging hail for this area as well. Updated tornado warning for this Scotland and Windthorst, Texas storm. You also have a updated thunderstorm warning for Elk City, Kansas. The tornado watch is being updated. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings up here in Nebraska and up into northern Kansas, where we have some decently forming cells. Got this line of thunderstorms over here near Geneva and Wilbur. Is that Nebraska? Yes, that is Nebraska. And then we also have this bit of storms over here near Concordia, Kansas. The tornado warning for Arkansas just expired or canceled. And now we have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning with 2-inch radar indicated hail and 70-mile-an-hour radar indicated wind. And jumping over here to Virginia, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for over here in Virginia, where there is 0.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So that is there as well. There is just a general thunderstorms risk over here in the East Coast, but there we do have a severe thunderstorm warning over here. Take a chaser summary look here. Got some clouds here. Just mostly some gray or skies. So cool shot here. Mostly just gray skies though. Nothing is shooting off yet. In about an hour at 5 p.m. we should have some decent severe weather. So we will see how that plays out. We also have a new severe mesoscale discussion for Wichita Falls into Paris and Purcell, McAllister, Oklahoma, and Texas, where there is the potential for 140 to 170 mile an hour peak tornado intensity, as well as peak wind gusts of 55 to 70 mile an hour, and the hail slab of 4-inch plus. So we have some damaging hail, some damaging winds, and potentially some damaging tornadoes if they do form. We also have a mesoscale discussion of heavy rainfall, where there is the potential for flash flooding of around 1.5 inches of rain in the normal cells, and then the strong mesoscale it will be a little bit higher, potentially 3 inches. We have another mesoscale discussion, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. No, I think that was already there. Yes, that was already there. Alright. So we have 4 mesoscale discussions for this area. Again, if you are watching this, feel free to chat in the chat, and I will be responding to any messages. Now, taking a break from that area, we're going over here down into Alabama and Georgia, where we have some special weather statements of a thunderstorm crossing the Alabama-Georgia border of 0.25-inch hail and 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 0.75-inch hail and 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 0.25-inch hail and 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and another 0.75 and 40-mile-an-hour wind gust. So there is weather, there is thunderstorms happening all around. We have a new tornado warning for...
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Texas, where there is 2-inch hail, and that warning will expire in 1 hour. Let's take a look at the velocity recording from here. There you can see that there is a little bit of a hook there. There is some good velocity in this storm, so there could be the potential for a good rotating storm, but we don't have a visual on the storm from here. There is some CC and there is some normalized rotation signals in this storm, but we do not have any visual on the storm except for a spotter network, which this tornado has been, according to storm reports, has produced a funnel cloud and maybe a potential tornado already. We have a chaser down here in Boyd, Texas, which might be able to get to the storm. So I will be keeping them up here on the side of my screen here. I'll also get some of the others here as well. So if we do see something, it'll be shown here on our streams. Also get this chaser here. We have a, ooh, that is a good storm up here in Kansas. And we have a 75-mile-an-hour local storm report of winds near Pratt, Kansas. We have a chaser there, chasing that hail core of a storm. Going to actually shift two of these over here so that we can have some space for the rest of them to fit. Refresh. All right, there we go.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
If you are watching this, feel free to stop by and ask any questions if you want, as I will still be replying to all of the comments. Oh, no worries. No worries if you're having dinner. No worries at all. We're gonna head over here to Mexico, where there is a thunderstorm affecting what's this place? The Los Alamos to Mezquiz in Coahuila in Mexico. So we do have a thunderstorm in Mexico, which I cannot give any warning information on because this site does not show any Mexico warnings. Didn't even see that one, yeah. Well, do have that one there. Go ahead there to get strong storms, yeah. I would say so, yeah. There is a storm there too. Probably the tail end of this storm right here that we're watching. In 2015, Ciudad Acna had an EF4 tornado. Well, I mean, that was 11 years ago, so who knows? But yeah, the main threat is in the United States. We have a a new severe thunderstorm warning for Veneta. What's this? Oklahoma. Veneta, Oklahoma. Where we have 1.25 inch radar indicated hail and 60 mile an hour radar indicated winds. It's 95 mile an hour wind gusts in Kansas storm. Yep. That is this hail core that we have this tracer at right now. So there is that there too. All right. You're just popping in, which I don't think there is because we only have one viewer, but if you are, welcome in. I would like there to be more viewers on this stream, but that's okay.
New information, this tornado warning has been upgraded.
Tornado warning. We have a updated tornado warning where there is an observed tornado warning for Windthorst, Texas. We have a observed tornado for Windthorst, Texas. I'm trying to get this. Refresh that. There we go. We have a observed tornado warning for Windthorst, Texas. Alright, so concurrently we have a observed tornado down here in Windthorst, Texas. We do not have any cameras except for this chaser here. I think he's trying to book it over here, but there's still a long way of way. That is a 1 hour drive from where this chaser is to the storm, so they're still quite a ways away. But we do have a observed tornado warning for Texas. We have a, if you are just checking in, welcome in. There's a observed tornado warning for Texas. Zoom into the velocity, sure, I'll do that. Where's this? See in the question. All right, here we go. So to the velocities on this storm, we have a pretty is that no, this one. There we go. We have pretty good rotation on this storm. The tornado is still observed. This storm chaser up here is about an hour away from this storm, so we do have a tornado in Texas at the moment. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Pauls Valley and Bray, Oklahoma, where there is 1 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. I'm going to come back to this tornado storm. The normalized rotation, we do have a good rotation on the storm. The storm relative velocity is also there too, not much different from the regular velocity. Let's check out the storm rotation here. We got 10 on the strength rank, and looks like it is moving at 16 miles an hour with a top of 44,000 feet. So we do have potential. This storm is a pretty good storm currently. Heading back here and going here. Alright. So we're about to get some footage of this chaser. Its chasers are almost there. About an hour away from the storm. So if you're just checking in, which we do not have any other new viewers currently, it's kind of sad, but that's okay. Also have this storm chaser in this storm up in Kansas right now.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alright, so taking a look up here, we have a wall cloud report from Spotter Network up here in Lincoln, Nebraska. And we have a new tornado warning for Ada, Oklahoma, which I will pull up some storm chasers here who are on this storm right here. Got some storm chasers. Where is it? Where's what? Let's see. I think those are the only 2 chasers at this storm currently, but there's a tornado warning for Ada, Oklahoma. And then that tornado down there in Texas is still observed. So we also have observed 70-mile-an-hour winds in Kansas. So there is that as well. We have a funnel cloud reported by Spotter Network near Windthorst, Texas. This tornado is still observed. Located 5 miles east of Windthorst, moving at 20 miles an hour with 2-inch hail. So if you are in this storm, shelter and put as many walls between you and the outside world. If you're just checking into the stream, welcome. I will be answering any comments in the live chat. So if you want to send a message there, I will be responding to those messages. If you would like me to focus on a single storm, I can do that. Just tell me what storm you would like me to focus on, and I will do that. Going to pull up the pictures of some chasers right now. They don't really have a good visual right now, but we will see in a moment. Again, if you're just checking in, welcome. The tornado in Texas is still concurrently going. And we are going to be continuing to track this storm as it continues into the tornado risk areas. We have a new tornado warning for Roth and Hickory and Fitzhogue.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
I'm going to get some more chasers on here for that tornado warning as well. So I have those chasers. I'm going to also get this one here. But yeah, we have 3 tornado warnings so far, 2 in Oklahoma and 1 down in Texas. Only 1 down in Texas. We have a particularly dangerous situation down here in Texas. We have a PDS tornado warning of observed. We have a observed PDS tornado in Texas. Where they're near Windthorst and Texas. The nearest chaser is about an hour away from the storm. So if you're in this path of this particularly dangerous tornado down here in Texas, shelter now. Is fate going to get a severe storm? Well, you are in the tornado watch. And the storm is moving this way, so potentially if it continues its strength. But I don't want to usually say that because we don't really want to hope for severe weather. While it is cool that we like to watch it, we don't necessarily want to hope for any weather. So we have a chaser up here in Kansas, and then we have 1 down here in Texas, and then the rest of them are in Oklahoma. Look up here at this chaser down in Kansas. You see the winds are pretty strong up here near Pratt, Kansas. So there is damaging winds already. So we do have a PDS tornado in Texas. I'm going to click on here. Large and extremely dangerous tornado. So shelter if you're in this risk area, if you're in this zone of this tornado, because it is very dangerous. So we do have a tornado warning. We have a new flash flood warning for, or it's not a flash flood warning, it's just a flood warning. That's just a flood warning. Never mind. We have only one flash flood warning, and that's in Wichita Falls, Texas, right behind this tornado in Texas. Texas storm and change layer to yeah, sure, I'll go to the CC here on this Texas storm. Oh my god, there we go. On this Texas storm here, there is some pink CC, and then there is some good rotation on this from the normalized rotation, and then there is you can see this rotation through the velocity in the storm, relative velocity in the storm. So we do have a particularly dangerous tornado in Texas right now. The storm chaser that is nearest to this PDS observed tornado is about an hour away. If you are just joining the stream, welcome. Although I don't think anyone new has joined. Hopefully there is. Check the stats of the storm. We have a low-level rotation velocity of 38 miles an hour and a base of 5 KFT, and there is a top of 52,000, almost 53,000 feet. Just remember to, oh yeah, zoom in a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that. If I do forget, don't forget to feel free to remind me. These ones. Welcome. Or I don't know why I said welcome. I just said that. So there we are looking at this dual tornado warning near Oklahoma, or near Roth and Fitzhugh in Hickory, Oklahoma. And then over here in Texas, we have a particularly dangerous situation. We have an observed tornado down here near Windthorst, Texas, with a chaser about an hour away from the storm. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning over here near Spiro, Oklahoma. where there's a tornado possible with 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And then, so that's there. Yes, welcome to the stream, Vortex, and yes, we do have a particularly dangerous situation over here in Texas, near Windthorst, Texas. We have a particularly dangerous observed tornado warning. And the nearest chaser is an hour away, so we will be able to see the storm as they get closer. But currently we do not have any visual on the storm. There is no cameras nearby. But we do have several reports of a tornado near this area. So if you are in this area, shelter now. This tornado is extremely dangerous and has the potential to be very damaging. If you are new to the stream, welcome in. You can send some questions in the chat and I'll be answering them as we look at the weather here. If you have any storms you'd like me to look at, feel free to say, and then I will go look at them. We have 2 tornado warnings of radar indicated near Oklahoma, near Rough and Stonewall, Oklahoma. It was a bit south of Ada, Oklahoma, so that is there. No divine CC drop, yeah, but we do have some good rotation in this storm. Oh, I'm picking the wrong thing, that's why. We have some good rotation on this storm, and this rotation is still sticking around, and we have just a bit of stuff here. So welcome into the stream if you're new. Yes, it is still on the ground, and there is a good inflow notch for this storm. So there's that too. I should do a composite here so my stream doesn't start lagging. Alright. Come back to this area. There is 3 tornado warnings. 1 is particularly dangerous, and the rest are radar indicated. If you are new to the stream, welcome in. This chaser is approaching the storm. They are about 50 minutes away, 50 minutes away from this storm over here in Texas, where there is the particularly dangerous tornado. Support our stream by hitting that like button and hitting the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. It'll help out a ton. And you didn't see Jaden Pappenheim was live streaming. Yeah, he's out there. He is indeed going, chasing his stuff. Yeah. We have a new tornado warning, which is radar indicated for southwest of Bowie, Texas. So it is radar indicated, so the tornado may have lifted, but we do not know if so. Alex said, wonder if Zero is with him. Yeah. His dog might be. We'll have to see. But yeah, so we have a new tornado warning for Texas that is now radar indicated, but this PDS is still active, hasn't been deactivated from the PDS. So yeah. I don't think there's any new people in the stream, but going towards Fort Worth metro area. Yeah, it is, which might be a bit of a problem, considering that this already has been particularly dangerous morning. If the storm continues on and then continues to either strengthen or keep its strength, it might be a damaging tornado if it enters the metropolitan area as a particularly dangerous tornado. But we'll have to see as this chaser is approaching the storm, so we'll be able to see what this tornado or this storm looks like in about 40 minutes. We have some local hail storm reports near Wichita Falls, near Duncan, near Ada, and near Heavener. So we have some hail reports coming in. There's also some hail reports near Wichita, Kansas, where there's a severe thunderstorm warning. This particularly dangerous tornado is still potentially on the ground. We do not have a visual yet, but we will have one soon as this chaser heads over there. The tornado warning was just updated. It's no longer a PDS, but it is still observed. So the tornado is still on the ground, but it is no longer particularly dangerous. Even though it is not particularly dangerous, you still want to take caution from this tornado. As it has potential to be damaging and to bring 2-inch hail that is also damaging as well. And that seems to be it for now. No one close to Fort Smith, also looking better. Yes. This storm by Fort Smith has a tornado possible tag on it. It has a hook on it too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they issued a tornado warning. I mean, the rotation isn't very good, but it is forming that hook that is necessary for tornado warnings. So we will see as we move forward into the day. There's news for thunderstorm warning issued for Winthos and Bellevue, Texas, where there is 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with a considerable damage threat tag on it. And that seems to be it for the storms. I'm going to be muted for just a second, but yeah. All right, I am back. So I'm going to be looking at these storms again. So let's see here. So according to this, one second. Alright, I am back. And the tornado warnings near Texas are now radar indicated. It's no longer a observed tornado. This chaser is approaching that area right now, so we do have them getting closer to that storm. We're going to check in on this tornado warning over here in Oklahoma, where we potentially have a tornado. Let's see, right? Not potentially have a rotating. Let's see. Let's take a look at the rotating probability here, and see if this storm is. If these storms are rotating. There's like a set of 4 storms in this. Yeah, so there's thunderstorm warning for this storm over here too, but there's a rotation thing right here, rotation here, and rotation here. It's like all rotations in this one area. But looking at this storm right here where he's over this, there's a lot of chasers here. We're just standing looking at his stream here. I'm gonna try and get all of them on this storm. So it looks like there we go. All right. If you are still here, and hello, and if you are new, welcome in. If you saw that, there was a lightning strike, I'm pretty sure, on Brad Arnold's screen. Lightning flash up here in this storm. He's kind of in the middle of it, kind of trying to find the hook to this storm. But there's just a cluster of the storm. This one right here. Over here, there's this back end one, and then there's these 3 frontal ones in this line of storms. So that is there. Yeah, so that is that. If we look over at this storm where there is Brandon Kopic and Corey Gherkin, you have them chasing this back end larger storm by Bray, Foster, and Lindsay, Oklahoma, where there's potential for some rotation in this storm. News for thunderstorm warning for that back end behind the storm. Rotation is there for this storm right here in this back end here. But that looks to be basically it for this area. Nothing is happening yet. We did just have a particularly dangerous tornado in Texas. If you are still in this live chat, you can comment on the stream and I will respond to comments. So yeah. We're going to take a look at this tornado watch here for... I'm going to try and get that whole tornado watch in there. Here is this tornado watch 144, where there is... We have a few tornadoes with a couple of tense tornadoes possible, and this one is for the Oklahoma and Texas areas with widespread large hail and large hail events with 4 inches in diameter with 80-mile-an-hour winds possible. And if we go back to the new tornado watch that was issued a few hours ago for Arkansas, there is a few tornadoes are possible with scattering damaging wind gusts of 70 miles an hour and large hail and isolated large hail events to 3 inches in diameter possible. Going back to our radar here. Zoom in to the Texas storm and change the velocities for a sec. Okay, sure. Right. Change the velocities here. The velocity is still there. I'm going to grab this chaser here. Put him in the corner. We have a observed tornado warning for Texas. It's new observed. You said there is a tornado down in Roth, Oklahoma. Let me quickly check this route. I don't know, but we'll keep them on the screen here. We have potentially 2 observed tornadoes. I'm gonna send him in the corner. Grab Adam here. There is, looks like, large rotation. I don't see any tornado yet, but it is there. So might see something. But we do have another observed tornado for this area. But yeah, we do have a observed tornado that is west of Bowie and southeast of Windthorst, and our chaser up here is close to it. For this Oklahoma storm, we have a new tornado warning for Wynwood and Stratford, Oklahoma, where we have this chaser, which we don't have. For this Roth tornado, does not look like it is on the ground yet, according to our storm chaser feeds, but we will see. That will be it. That's it so far. But yeah, that looks to be it. We have, let's see, I'm gonna try and potentially get a better view. There might be a funnel there. If you can see that on his stream, there might be a funnel, or that's just rotating. That might be just rotating clouds. But we could have a funnel in Oklahoma once I get a view of it. But yeah, we potentially have a we do have a potential tornado down here in Texas. It might be dangerous tornado if it heads into a danger zone. Our storm chaser is on it. Move this down so we can expand this one. So we have that. But yeah. So that is that. That hook on this storm is pretty crazy. Our storm chaser is just about to arrive into this storm here, so we'll see what theirs looks like in a second. We do have a line of tornado warning, 2 tornado warnings, and the one in Stonewall just got canceled. Yeah, that looks it. If we zoom out here, we can see this storm that is in Texas from this chaser here. That's down here in Texas. So there is a storm for that area. If you are new to the stream, welcome to the stream. We have a potential observed tornado in Texas. So we have a potential observed tornado in Texas and 2 tornado warnings in Oklahoma. And then we have a 70 mile an hour winds observed in Texas. You said that one in Texas is going to drop another tornado soon? Yep, it might. We have a chaser there, so we're able to see if this tornado does drop something, and if it is actually there. Not that it wouldn't be there if it was already confirmed by someone else, but we would be able to see and confirm it ourselves. There is a lot of chasers in Oklahoma, as you can see on Brad Arnold's video. There's a lot of vehicles pulled over, and those are likely storm chasers. Hello, Rain. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? Have an observed tornado warning in Texas. The new tornado warning of radar indicated for Texas. This is where this chaser is currently. This is north of Jacksboro, Texas. And yep, this chaser looks like to be pulled over. We'll switch this. I'm gonna expand their streaming a little bit, but yep, we have 2 tornado warnings in Oklahoma, and then we have a potential observed tornado in Texas, but we have yet to confirm if it is actually there. Let's see if I can try and see it right now. There is a pretty good hook on this storm. There's a very good velocity, so I think there could be a good tornado on the ground. And this chaser just turned around, so yeah, I think they are trying to get to a better angle if they do see that tornado in Texas here. This is near Jacksboro, the north of Jacksboro, Texas. We have a potential tornado on the ground. This chaser is pulling a U-turn again for this Texas storm. This tornado, it looks to be rain wrapped, so it is hard to see if there is actually a tornado on the ground currently. We're going to try and see here what they're looking at. But there is a potential tornado on the ground in Texas, north of Jacksboro. If you are new to the stream, welcome. We have potential tornado on the ground in Texas, and then we have 2 tornado warnings in Oklahoma. We have a wall cloud report east of Winewood, Oklahoma. So there is potential for that. Let's look at Jaden stream. Oh, yeah. The storms up there seem to be smashing together. Not really solo storm like this one down in Texas, which has been able to produce a PDS tornado earlier today. So, yeah, that's what we are seeing currently. We do have an observed tornado in Texas that will expire in 7 minutes, but it is also moving into this radar indicated tornado warning. So there's potential for this radar indicated tornado warning to be upgraded to an observed tornado. If you are in this area, shelter now, as there's a potential tornado coming, and this is not necessarily good due to the fact that this tornado is moving towards the Fort Worth, Dallas metropolitan area. We also have a new tornado warning for Fitzhugh, Oklahoma, of radar indicated. Fitzhugh, Roth, and Hickory, Oklahoma. So we do have another tornado warning down there in Oklahoma. But otherwise, that hook echo on the tornado in Texas looks pretty good. We're losing reception on this tracer down here in Texas. Try and reset it, see if that, nope, that didn't, okay, so it's on their side. But we do have a very, very strong velocity on the storm. The stream on the chaser on practically in this rotation zone here. We just lost connection with them. But yeah, there is a good spin on this storm. So we will see what this chaser is having to offer. We have reported funnel cloud. It's at 17 minutes ago. We have a tornado reported 22 minutes ago. Yeah, the echo is very large, and it doesn't help that our chaser just lost. Oh, we're back on it. We're back. Feed is back from the chaser. It's not very good, but it is staying fairly consistent here. It's now back to being consistent. Don't know if they saw a tornado down here in Texas, as this tornado warning that the storm is moving into is still radar indicated, but we will see. There's also a flash flood warning for this area of Bellevue and south or north of Jacksboro and east of Windthorst, Texas. So we have a flash flood warning there. We also have an observed 70-mile-an-hour wind observed in Texas, which is on this storm as well. So we do have potential for a damaging tornado if we can see one on this stream here. We're waiting for the National Weather Service to update the tornado warning in Texas there. We have an updated thunderstorm warning for Maysville, Oklahoma. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Alright. And then this tornado warning has still yet to be upgraded, although this rotation is very large. It is a pretty large rotation and potentially large tornado if it's on the ground. We don't really have a good visual, but do we see anything? Do not see anything, but we'll have to see. It's hard to say, but they are there. Let's see, the velocity is pretty strong. Normalized rotation is also pretty strong too. Our storm relative velocity is pretty strong as well. So it's all strong pretty together. So if there is a tornado on the ground, it is going to be pretty major. We have a chaser over here near Pineville, Missouri. Tracing these thunderstorms over there in Pineville. But yeah, if you are new to the stream, welcome in. I will be answering any questions in the chat. So feel free to send messages. I'll be responding to all of them. So thanks for stopping by and watching our stream. We are now currently covering this potential observed tornado warning in Texas. This one that was marked as observed is expiring now, so this radar indicated tornado warning might be updated shortly. So we will see there. We have a reported tornado. This is northeast of Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. that was just reported of a social media report with an image of a tornado in Oklahoma. So there's potential for the Oklahoma storm to return. This chaser down here on this potential observed tornado warning is losing connection, but we do have some local storm reports saying that there is potential for the tornado. If we look back on this storm again, we can see that there is pretty good of rotation. The hail core is also forming too. So there's good rotation on this storm. The CC, it's kind of there, but it's not really that good. There is plenty of rotation for tornadoes, I would agree, Rain. But that is it. There's the tornado warning for Oklahoma just was canceled and replaced by this tornado warning that was issued 15 minutes ago. So yep, that is that. We have a wall cloud report 3 minutes ago of this PO2 storm over there in Oklahoma. I'm going to be muted for a little bit, so I will be right back. The tornado warning in Texas is no longer observed, so I will be right back. I'm just going to get some of these chaser feeds on. News for thunderstorm warning for Oklahoma, by the way. We'll be right back.